going into the city today to go to this natural green beauty store called Be Clean, and they have a lot of cool brands like Josh Rosebrook and a lipstick line called Axiology that I'm excited to see in person. So I'm running a little bit late, so I thought we would do a very quick get ready with me video. Completely super easy eyes, glowy cheeks, and then the main focus is going to be a reddish lip. I've been really into red lips lately, and it is pouring the rain, unfortunately. So I think I'm gonna wear my kind of army green utility jacket, and when I wear that, I just think it goes really nicely with red lips. So before I get into eyes and lips, I'm gonna tell you what's on my face so far. Yesterday, I ran into Sephora really quick, and I got a sample of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. My friend Sarah Nicole thought I would really like this, so I wanted to try out a sample. They matched me to Fair Neutral, and very first impressions, because this is the first time I applied it, I thought it went on really nicely. I actually brought down a beauty blender just in case, but it blended effortlessly with a brush, and I thought it covered the redness in the center of my face really well. It didn't completely cover my blemish on my forehead, but I'm not too worried about that. That is what bags are for. Of course, the true test will be how well this wears throughout the day. But they gave me a really generous sample size, so I think I'll get quite a few uses out of it. So if I end up purchasing it, I will let you know. For concealer underneath my eyes, I use the Urban Decay, and then I set it all in place underneath my eyes and in my T-zone, and then I am still loving the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. If you haven't purchased this yet, I think this would be something great to pick up as we're moving into summer. It comes in 2 shades. I have the lighter of the 2, and it's just such a nice everyday bronzer. I don't think it ever looks overdone, and it blends so seamlessly. And then the thing I'm probably the most excited to talk about today, you guys know that I love Terry Miyahira. If anybody ever asked me for recommendations of green natural vloggers, Terry is always on my list. And she started it's a subscription box. It's a makeup skincare subscription box, but it's a little bit different because it's all full sizes. And in the May box, it came with 2 cheek products. These are so good. They're pressed, which is huge, especially in natural makeup. A lot of times they're loose. So it just makes it a lot more convenient to have pressed powders, and the pigmentation is incredible. I'm gonna swatch them really quick, and they last forever on the skin. Here are swatches. The blush is called Hope, and it's just warm goodness. I actually have to use a little bit of a light hand because it's so pigmented, but again, it lasts so well. That's a huge thing for me with blush. I feel like blush just kind of disappears throughout the day, so if I can find brands where it lasts well, that's huge for me. And then the illuminator is called Chance. This one's a little bit dark on my skin tone, so I use it more as a blush topper. I used a kind of flimsy duo fiber brush and just dusted it on top, and it really just adds the prettiest glow. So I'm really happy for Terry because I think these products are fantastic, and I'm excited to see what comes in next month's box. The only other thing I've done is add some of the Eco Brow in Rita to my brows, and then I set them in place with a clear brow gel. The eye look today is going to be so simple. I'm going to use just a couple shades from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I also might put a little bit of the Terry Miyahira highlighter on my lid just for a little bit of glow. And then I'm going to do kind of a shimmery liner for something new. I've been doing this a lot lately when I've been wearing red lips, and I like how it turns out. So I'm just going to move a little bit closer and go through this really quickly. So the eyes are super simple. Like I said, I love the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I think that's a fantastic palette, and I reach for it all the time. The eyeliner I'm not as crazy about. This is called Spirit Animal. It's one of the clay pots from Tarte. I have 2 of these in black and brown. I use them all the time and I love them. This seems like a different formula. It's much thinner and it's more of a clear gel with gold glitter suspended in it. So it wasn't that immediate pigmentation I was hoping for, and I still ended up getting a little bit of fallout, which is kind of weird. I don't think I would recommend this, but I ended up making it work, and I topped it off with the bronze metallic shade from the In Bloom palette, and I think it turned out really nice. For mascara, I used the Stila Huge Extreme and then the Well People to help separate it. I think those are both getting a little bit dry. I think I'm gonna need to repurchase some mascaras pretty soon. And then is anybody else getting the Sephora Play Box, the Sephora subscription box? Last month was my first month getting it and I was like, not sure if I thought it was worth it, but this month I liked everything and I was excited to try it all. So I used for the first time the Tarteist lip pencil in Latergram. I don't know if the full size tip is this small, but this is really, really small. It took me a while, but I ended up just kind of helping to define the shape of my lip. And then the true stars of the show are the Bite Matte Lip Creme pencils. I love these. My two favorite shades are Red Velvet and Pastille from the latest launch. These are gorgeous on their own, but I love mixing them together. Today I went with a little bit more Red Velvet than Pastille, so it still stayed red, but it just makes it a little bit more of a berry red. But that's everything for my face. I am charging my little camera and I'm gonna bring you guys with me, so let's go. I think we're first gonna go to my favorite smoothie shop and then go into the city and shop at Be Clean.